Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, and today we will be doing a first look and review of the new Salomon Aero Glide for Grvl. This is a very exciting shoe. The Aero Glide 3 was a massive hit for Salomon and a lot of people absolutely love that. I think it's a really unique shoe where it sits in the market with that Grvl outsole, so you can do some road running in it, you can do some trail running in it. It sits in a really unique area in that regard. And the 4 seems to be an improvement on the 3. So let's start with the upper. So the upper is one thing which has changed the most in the shoe. So the Aero Glide 3 upper was nice, but this has definitely been improved. So it is now got a mesh across the top which covers half the laces, and it's just a more snug fit, more of a sock fit. It holds the foot really well. And yeah, I've had no troubles with it so far. It's also got that sort of reinforced sort of plasticky area around the toe, and that goes up towards the laces, which is so far been perfect. And I've had absolutely no issues with the upper. It's been really comfortable. It's got a small reflective patch on the front and the same again at the back, which is a nice touch. And yeah, I also think it's a really cool looking shoe. Obviously this colorway being the first one is a very nice colorway, and semi-practical if you are going to be hitting some trails or dirty roads. So that's a good start. Okay, onto the laces. So again, this is a big change from the third iteration. So third iteration of the Grvl had standard lacing. This has Salomon's quick tie system. Although it's not the same as some of the other models, especially their trail models. So I have the Ultra Glide 3, and that has the quick tie, but it's much thinner. The lace itself is like a cable on the Ultra Glide. This is a lot thicker. So you can see it is a bit of a thicker sort of lace feel, which is nice. I do feel like it's a little bit of a challenge to get a good lockdown sometimes. It takes a little bit of trial and error. But once you do, you know how it is with the quick tie laces. They stay where they're meant to stay. They do the job, they're solid. And I mean, I've not had the shoe long enough to tell you about the durability, but so far so good. So that's all I can say. And it's also held down towards the bottom, which has been good. The only thing I had to do was sort of shuffle the laces around because the center point was a little bit off, but it's not a big issue at all. Okay, moving on to the midsole, and we've got more changes. So this shoe introduces Salomon's Optifoam 2 or Optifoam Squared. I'm not too sure how they are marketing that, but it doesn't matter how it's marketed, it's how it performs, and it performs really well. So far, so good. It is a little bit more responsive and a little bit more absorbing of impact than the third iteration, I would say. It just feels really good. I don't want to sort of sing its praises too high, but it does feel sort of like a Super Blast, but with a little bit more cushioning. Super Blast being a little bit of a firmer shoe, but yeah, it's really nice. The other thing which I think is worth noting is that I think they've made this a little bit more stable. So I found the third iteration a tiny bit unstable. I don't overpronate massively, but I felt myself just sort of tipping. This shoe I think has been widened ever so slightly round the outsides, just to give it that little bit more stability, which you definitely feel when you step into the shoe. So that is something which I'm very grateful for. But yeah, the step and feel of the 3 was fantastic. Step and feel of the 4 is better, if anything. It is a really nice shoe to step into. 8mm heels toe drop, which is standard. It feels really good. It's comfortable. I wore it for a shift at work, actually. I work in a running shop. And yeah, perfect. Got me through, no issues whatsoever. So really good. It also is quite friendly in the forefoot for if you've got a wide foot. I have a relatively wide foot, and yeah. The other thing to note while we're talking about the shoe generally is I went true to size. I'm a UK size 11, and yeah, it fits absolutely spot on. No problems there whatsoever. Moving on to the outsole, and from the whole shoe, this is probably what has changed the least. And if I'm honest, I don't think it's any different whatsoever to the Aero Glide 3. It's It's good, it's durable, it works well. In my mind, it's more suited to road running than trails. Obviously with it being gravel, I understand gravel running is exactly where it's aimed, but if you were gonna lean one way or the other, I would personally say this is more of a road running shoe than a trail running shoe. So yeah, it's a good outsole, but it's the same as the previous model. So that is where very little has changed. Now we've gone over the sort of first impressions and a few bits of key information. I'm going to take these out on a run, see how they perform, show you a few more sort of shots of how the shoe looks, and we'll go from there. So my final thoughts on the Salomon Aero Glide for gravel. It is a fantastic option if you are looking for a do-it-all shoe, you want to start incorporating a few trails or canal towpaths, anything like that. It is going to get you around in comfortable fashion. It's got good responsiveness if you want to pick up the pace. It is a great shoe, and I think sometimes Salomon road shoes are slightly slept on, so definitely give this a go. It is a fantastic option for winter roads or gravel running, of course, or some light trails. So yeah, fantastic shoe. Definitely recommend picking it up. Running Bear have them in stock, I know that, and they're a fantastic retailer, so check them out there. I'll leave a link in the description. But yeah, fantastic shoe. Thank you very much for watching. If you give these a go, do let me know. Let me know how you get on. Let me know what you think. I'll be very interested to hear, and I'll catch you in the next video.